Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Crimson Wrestling Federation. I am commentator Havoc, the voice of the Crimson Wrestling Federation. On your left is the Crimson Reaper. On your right is the Crimson Blaze.
Yeah, The Rock not showing up, big, not even a letdown. It's just like, what were they thinking? Like, what was really going on? What's going on with this company that this could happen? This is very WCW ish. And it's very just disappointing because WWE used to be like a reliable source of entertainment, even when it wasn't the best. Like in 2008, 2009, 2010, WWE wasn't the best, but they still like had storylines. Like they still tried. They still tried to immerse the audience into this universe. This was none of that. This was just a bunch of matches.
Yeah, they didn't
And
even. This felt like AEW. Like this is AEW.
this was just
This
a
is
bunch of
this is
matches and
this is
video packages
AEW if it
and
had more
ads
star power.
and ads. That's it. Like
Yeah,
AEW plus more stars plus more ads. That's it. It's not. There's no soul in this. This is just corporate slop. It's brain rot. It's Jey Uso pointing to the WrestleMania sign.
for the one time, hit my music. Yeet. I don't know why it killed me when C-Jax did that. For the one time. So I guess that transitions into Rock versus Triple H.
The feud behind the scenes. That's
Yeah,
more
being behind the
interesting than
scenes.
anything that was on this card.
So
fight.
I want to say, so with The Rock, of course, his explanation was bad, but I will say this: I do disagree with people solely blaming The Rock.
I do too.
Because a lot of people are just like, oh, The Rock should just go away, like, oh, I'm mad at The Rock. This is not The Rock's fault because TK he never intended to be a part of WrestleMania at all. Like he never even intended to show up for Elimination Chamber.
Right.
But they called him because the ticket sales were low for Elimination Chamber.
Because Triple H can't book.
That's what. Yeah. So the real problem is Triple H.
So I don't understand
because
why
The Rock
people,
never wanted to be a part of this at all. So like,
how does Triple H still have a job? Explain to me, because The Rock is on the board, right?
mhm.
And The Rock went on national TV or national radio, whatever, or the internet, whatever, and basically threw Triple H under the bus and threw creative under the bus multiple times. So why isn't there more of a pressure for Triple H to lose his job? Because it's his.
I just see people getting mad at The Rock. Like I saw tweets like, "Oh, The Rock is holding Triple H. How is he holding him back? he's barely. He's very hands off from this show. They called him to save the show
This
because
wasn't the only storyline they botched. They botched every storyline. It wasn't just this. It was every other storyline. They had to call The Rock because everything else was botched, including this.
The Rock is literally what made anything halfway interesting. Like he's the reason anybody. He was the only reason to watch this show. In all honesty, because like his angle was the only interesting part of this WrestleMania build.
Seriously.
Like if it wasn't for that, there would be no other reason to watch this show. So like I don't know how you could blame I don't know how you could blame The Rock. Now you can get mad for him not finishing it, but like I said, like he never intended to be there in the first place.
Well, I do think that he should just go away because this is really bad. And it's like a stain on his legacy, which is unfortunate because last year they had such a great run. And, we thought that's another thing. Last year was so good that we thought that they would try to follow that up, but nobody gave a shit for some reason, much less The Rock, which is fine. But he has to know that people are going to be mad if you go out there at Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And
but
build the
I'm
story.
saying that, like, I understand it from his perspective though, because it's like it's not like he insisted on being there. It's like TKO called him, so like he's like, okay, I'm not trying to do anything for this, but this he probably was like, I'm not trying to do anything for WrestleMania, but I'll just give you this. Okay, if you're begging me, I'll give you this. So it's not like a thing where he like insisted on coming. It's like they begged him because like they needed something for WrestleMania.
Well, then they need to fire their head booker.
So like the real problem is Triple H. And in The Rock too, I am mad though that he just kind of abandoned the Cody storyline, or he was just trying to just completely abandon that. But at the head of things, the biggest thing is Triple H.
Can't believe we're here. A year ago, everything seemed fine. It seemed like wrestling was back.
And matter of fact, the reason stuff was good last year wasn't part to The Rock really. like him him getting in the storyline, the final boss character, like he made stuff
Basically,
interesting.
yeah, you're right. It's
So even that wasn't because of Triple H.
Triple H has done nothing. He's contributed nothing.
So like everything good that's been under Triple H
Was either
has
Vince
either
McMahon or The
been
Rock.
yeah, it's either been what's already been established, like under Vince McMahon, or like under Paul Heyman, or The Rock. Like it's never just him.
Anything that Triple H has done creatively has been a disaster. The New
Like so
Day,
when he just does stuff himself, like it's bad.
the New Day, this entire WrestleMania, basically, you can look at every match on this card and the build to it, and it's atrocious. You can blame The Rock for one thing, sure, but you have to blame Triple H for the other 14 botches on the card.
The other 12 or whatever, however many matches.
So, what is your rating of WrestleMania?
Man, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of rating. I'm gonna say I'm kind of an easy to please guy. Like it still wasn't good, but I'm gonna say like a 3 out of 10. It probably could
3 out of 10.
be lower, but there's still like some sense of enjoyment when I watch just because it's WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's
But
not a good rating, man. You're saying it like
but even that's really too high. But I feel like I'm being nice with a 3 out of 10.
yeah, no, I think that's about right. I'd say about a 3 out of 10, like, which is terrible. That's an F in every school I ever went to. A 3 out of 10.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd say a 3 out of 10. And overall, the overall build to WrestleMania is a 1 out of 10. Like the last few months, it's been a 1 out of 10, and it soured my love of WWE. Just crazy.
Next thing is Cena versus Orton.
Okay. Which we kind of touched on. Okay. Randy Orton versus John Cena. Are you excited?
I'm not like jumping out of my chair excited, but I am interested in this feud. But I'm not like jumping out of my chair excited. But
How
you
would you?
know, it's good to see, actual stars, like actual main eventers fighting for the title again. Not like Cody Rhodes and Chad Gable. But
Kevin Owens.
so and I have like I've been this Cena heel turn is weird. Like I do like his promos, like I like what he's been doing, his work. But I still feel like they're not capitalizing on it like the best. Like I feel like Triple H's booking itself is like underselling it, but like Cena's like doing the best he can, like with the booking of it.
Mhm.
Like if that makes sense.
No, I agree. I think that you can see that he's trying. He's like trying to get over a heel character. It just doesn't work because he's not a heel. Like we don't want to boo John Cena when he's gonna retire anymore. It doesn't make any sense. He should have never said that he would retire. He should have just come back and said, "I want the championship," and then turned heel, and then have the retirement be like up in the air or like something people suspect. But if we know he's gonna retire, then why would we boo him?
Because even during like I said during WrestleMania, like they were fully behind Cena, like they booed Cody, like he basically was the baby face.
Right.
So,
He is the face. Like he will be the face in any feud.
it would be super predictable, but I think Cena's gonna go over everybody until like the very end. It's like, oh, can they finally stop him before he retires with the championship? I think that's what they're going for.
Mm. I would like to see. Well, they won't do it because people don't get rematch clauses. But I'd like to see Randy Orton win the title, and then John Cena demands a rematch, and then he wins it, and then Orton demands a rematch because that's what they were doing back in the day. So they should just do that again and just run the title up. I mean, that's how he got to 16 by just swapping it with Randy Orton every month.
Dang, that is how it happened.
So why not get to 22? Would you not watch if John Cena and Randy Orton were just swapping the title back and forth and like building this 8-month feud?
I think I lose interest.
Where they
I'm fine seeing it like 1 or 2 times.
Well, I've already lost interest in it.
Especially for his last run. I want to see. It's probably not going to happen. I want to see LA Knight. I want to see CM Punk is most definitely going to happen.
No, I
think
would like to see that.
CM Punk is definitely happening, and some people are saying that Cody at the end is going to get it back from him, which at this point, I'm not sure if they. I think people just turn on Cody Rhodes. So
For more of the Crimson Brothers, follow the Crimson Wrestling Federation today. I'm commentator Havoc, the voice of the Crimson Wrestling Federation. And you can see the calls I've made in the Crimson Wrestling Federation, in the comic, Crimson Wrestling Game, Story of Malice, in the description below.